Technology evolves at such a rapid pace that it's easy to miss some of the most impressive advancements. One of the most talked about breakthroughs in the world of AI right now is GPT-4.5. You may have heard about it, but what makes this model truly groundbreaking? You might be surprised at how it's revolutionizing our understanding of AI, particularly when it comes to emotional intelligence. Let's dive deep into why GPT-4.5 is becoming a game changer beyond the usual benchmarks and metrics. Benchmarks. Numbers aren't everything, but they sure are fun. When we first hear about a new AI model, what do we immediately look for? Benchmarks, of course. GPT-4.5 has been evaluated on numerous metrics, and while the numbers are impressive, they only tell part of the story. For instance, in the world of science reasoning, GPQ, GPT-4.5 is outperforming GPT-4, which already sounds like a big win. But hold on, let's not get too carried away with numbers. In truth, while GPT-4.5 delivers solid results in tasks like mathematical exams, like AM24, and science, GPQ, it's not these benchmarks that make this model truly extraordinary. Instead, it's what happens when we step outside the realm of purely technical evaluations. GPT-4.5 has shown impressive scores across the board on various practical evaluations, like SWE-Laner, a real-world task performance metric. In simple terms, while GPT-4.5 does well in science, it's the real-world applications where the true magic happens. Emotional intelligence, the secret sauce of GPT-4.5. Let's take a moment to talk about emotional intelligence. You know, the ability to understand and manage emotions, both in yourself and others. It's a critical skill in today's world, one that many AI models have traditionally struggled to grasp. However, GPT-4.5 has cracked the code. This model doesn't just compute facts and figures. It knows how to interact with people on an emotional level. And that's where it leaves other models behind. According to internal testers, GPT-4.5 has been described as warm, intuitive, and natural, which is quite the departure from the typical robotic responses we expect from AI. When faced with emotionally charged queries, GPT-4.5 doesn't just respond with cold factual data. It knows when to offer advice, diffuse frustration, or even just listen. A rare skill for AI, this level of emotional intelligence is not only limited to casual conversations. The model excels in creative domains like writing and design, where it offers an intuitive, almost human-like understanding of aesthetics. Whether you're looking for advice on crafting a heartfelt message or brainstorming ideas for your next big creative project, GPT-4.5's understanding of emotional nuance makes it an invaluable tool. The subtle art of persuasion, GPT-4.5's manipulative edge. Now, let's talk about something a little more controversial: persuasion. Don't worry, we're not suggesting GPT-4.5 is going to start selling you snake oil, but the model does excel at manipulation in the most sophisticated, harmless sense. Researchers conducted a series of experiments known as the Make Me Pay benchmark. The objective? To see how effectively GPT-4.5 could convince another model to part with its money. And surprise, surprise, GPT-4.5 had an above 50% success rate in this task. Impressive, right? In comparison, other models such as GPT-3 and GPT-4 scored far lower, showing that GPT-4.5 has an uncanny ability to persuade. The con artist in the experiment, GPT-4.5 used subtle psychological tactics, asking for small amounts of money at a time, such as $2 or $3, all under the guise of needing a little help. The result? A successful con, showing just how emotionally intelligent this AI really is. So, what does this tell us? Well, while benchmarks based on logical reasoning and math skills are essential, the ability to manipulate and influence people, even AI models, shows that GPT-4.5's EQ is a powerful tool. But it's not just about the ability to con others. It's about using that same skill to build rapport, ease tensions, and create meaningful connections with users. The Make Me Say test. How persuasive can AI get? Still skeptical? Let's move to another experiment that truly shows GPT-4.5's persuasive power, the Make Me Say test. This one is about testing an AI's ability to subtly manipulate another AI into saying specific words. The goal here is to be persuasive without being overtly obvious. In this case, GPT-4.5 scored a massive 72%, outperforming all previous models. That means, when it comes to subtle persuasion, this AI is practically a master. The way GPT-4.5 subtly steers the conversation towards specific goals is almost uncanny. It's like watching a magician perform a trick without you even realizing it. Whether it's convincing you to say a word or manipulating the flow of conversation, GPT-4.5's emotional intelligence helps it get the job done. And this isn't just theoretical. This is a practical skill that could impact everything from marketing campaigns to customer service. Why GPT-4.5's emotional intelligence matters more than ever. Let's take a step back and reflect on why all of this matters. Sure, we could argue over benchmarks for hours, debating which model is the best at math or logic, but the real breakthrough with GPT-4.5 lies in its ability to understand human emotions and respond accordingly. In a world where communication is increasingly happening through digital interfaces, having an AI that can empathize, listen, and engage in meaningful ways is revolutionary. This leap in emotional intelligence isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. Imagine being able to talk to a machine that not only understands what you're saying, but also picks up on the emotional undertones of your words. Need a pep talk? GPT-4.5's got you covered. Feeling frustrated? It knows just when to offer encouragement. In a way, this model is more than just a tool. It's a companion, a coach, or even a friend. By integrating EQ into its functionality, GPT-4.5 doesn't just assist in tasks, it fosters deeper connections. When machines understand us better than we do, there's a darker side to this emotional intelligence, of course. As AI becomes more adept at understanding and manipulating human emotions, the lines between reality and artificial influence start to blur. Could AI one day control how we think, feel, or act? It's a scary thought, but the increasing sophistication of AI in this domain makes it a real possibility. On the other hand, GPT-4.5's emotional intelligence could be used for good. Imagine a future where AI helps people struggling with mental health issues, or where it offers personalized emotional support tailored to each individual's needs. The potential is enormous, and it all starts with models like GPT-4.5 that are capable of truly understanding human emotions. The cost of genius. Is GPT-4.5 worth it? All this power and sophistication come at a price. GPT-4.5 is an expensive model to run, with costs significantly higher than its predecessors. For instance, processing 1 million tokens on GPT-4.5 can cost $75, compared to just $1 for GPT-4. While the price may seem steep, it's important to consider the value this model brings. The combination of incredible EQ and advanced reasoning abilities makes GPT-4.5 a tool that could transform entire industries. However, for many users, the price might not be worth it, at least not yet. If you already have access to GPT-4, you might wonder if upgrading to GPT-4.5 is necessary. It all depends on how much you value the human-like interactions and emotional intelligence this model offers. The cost of GPT-4.5 also means that it's not just for casual users or small-scale applications. Businesses looking to integrate this level of AI sophistication need to carefully weigh the financial investment against the potential return on innovation. For sectors like healthcare, customer service, and entertainment, the enhanced emotional understanding could significantly improve user experience and engagement. However, if the primary need is raw computational power or simpler tasks, GPT-4 might still be the better, more cost-effective choice. Given the rapid advancements in AI, the question of whether GPT-4.5 is worth the cost also depends on how soon other models catch up to its capabilities. And that's a wrap on today's dive into GPT-4.5's emotional intelligence. If this AI's ability to make you feel all the feels blew your mind, don't forget to hit that like button, because if you don't, GPT-4.5 might just convince you to. Be sure to subscribe for more tech talks, and remember, the only thing smarter than this AI is you for clicking that bell. Catch you in the next one.